Hello, hello. This is World University and Schools news and question and answer on Monday, December 18th, 2023 at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 7 a.m. Pacific Time, USA, Canada. And as we wait to see if people will join us in this open Q&A, this open conversation about free online MIT OpenCourseWare-centric World University and school degrees in all 200 countries and in their main languages. And this conversation about wiki schools as large language models too, and to build communities of people among speakers of all 7,168 known living languages. I'd like to share a little news with you. So, World University and Schools monthly business meeting happened on Saturday, 2 days ago, December 16th, at 12 noon for an hour. And the video minutes with the agenda and news becoming minutes too are posted. Check them out on Saturday's blog posts for World University and School at worlduniversityandschool.blogspot.com and scott-macleod.blogspot.com for this past Saturday, 12/16/2023. So this is a fascinating potential. This is a potential signage on the front of a first flagship World University and School store in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the community of Shadyside, which sign might read free MIT OpenCourseWare-centric World University and School WUaS University, College, and High School degrees. And this would be brainstorming wise on the front of the old Williams Sonoma store in Shadyside, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as a mid-size emerging flagship WUaS educational services store. And for WUaS Lego Robotics in particular, where the World University and School, the WS Corporation, is an authorized reseller of 3 Lego robotics kits. And we would like to focus on Lego robotics education and related computer science in our STEM majors, in our STEAM majors, science, technology, engineering, arts, mathematics, for online free degrees. And as World University and School begins another large flagship World University and School WUaS educational services store for books, robotics, computers, food, a cafe, hospital technologies as a distribution center. In the recently closed Walmart storefront in the Waterworks Mall in Pittsburgh, near Fox Chapel, where the high-achieving Shadyside Academy High School is located. And as WUS begins our business relationship, in particular with Chase Bank in Shadyside, which we explored in some detail on Saturday in the monthly business meeting. Check it out there. And so this sign, free MIT OpenCourseWare-centric World University and School WUaS college and high school degrees on the front of a WUS educational services store for WUS Lego Robotics would be for outreach to prospective matriculating WUaS students in the greater Pittsburgh area. And again, I touched on this at the end of WUaS monthly business meeting on Saturday, 12/16. Check out that video right at the end in these regards. Agenda item 2, in a related vein, how to develop a WUaS plan to deliver WUaS Lego Robotics kits with a growing fleet of Toyota Proace Camping Vans with Toyota motors when they become available in the USA, potentially in the next couple of years, and with Toyota Humanoid Robots as drivers, as deliverers, such as THR3s, Toyota Humanoid Robot 3s, THR3s, as 2 autonomous systems. And could such Toyota Proace vans with Toyota humanoid robots such as THR3s come into the WUaS educational services stores with WUaS Lego Robotics in Shadyside, and also in the Waterworks Mall at the old Walmart station store, and pick up these Lego Robotics kits for students who had ordered them and deliver them to their homes. Could even these stores, this mid-size and large-size WUaS educational stores, become robotically run as World University and School seeks to employ 2.5 million people and think through not putting people out of work as these remarkable technological innovations grow and increase in number and expand around the globe. So agenda item 3, great to meet 3 Carnegie Mellon University master's degree students, all from India. And regarding World University and School growing in the Indian languages of Hindi, Marathi, and Kannada on Walnut Street yesterday evening in the Shadyside community, December 17th, 2023, in some of these regards, and very close to the old Williams-Sonoma store, as well as the Apple computer store on Walnut Street. And we talked for possibly 15 minutes as we walked in 45-degree Fahrenheit winter weather, almost freezing, with Devdatta Joshi wearing sandals in this freezing weather. And I emailed them afterward and suggesting it would be great to talk further about MIT OpenCourseWare-centric Wiki World University and School and your CMU studies. This is Devdatta Joshi, Tanisha, and Avanita, 2 women who were with them, with Devdatta also. And perhaps we could meet in a cafe, for example, in an Indian-run cafe. And I'd like to learn more about what they're focusing on at Carnegie Mellon University in their master's degrees programs, and all with some relationship with computer science and information technologies. And as World University and School plans for our online MIT OpenCourseWare-centric degrees in all 22 scheduled languages in India, I think the opportunity for developing in these 22 languages in India, which are scheduled for free online degrees, which are official languages, and to help India also develop with education, highest quality education, and potentially also with these stores, this retail, physical, digital WUaS educational services stores is great. So my email to Devdatta and Tanisha and Avanita continues, here's Stanford Mine Pi cryptocurrency free money daily. If you might be interested in mining it every 24 hours, pressing 2 buttons only for approximately 3 to 4 Pi coins. And I've accumulated on my minepi.com SGK MAC app about 6,000 Pi coins to date, which accumulation is rising daily toward Pi. In another fascinating new development in the information age. So it might be very relevant, Stanford Mine Pi cryptocurrency, for Devdatta's upcoming financial tech, fintech job in Connecticut, where Devdatta has just completed his master's degree at Carnegie Mellon University. Congratulations, Devdatta. So I created a set of tweets in celebration of our meeting. Very nice to meet you, Avanita Sharma, Tanisha Yalaka, Devdatta Joshi, in Shadyside in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's stay in touch about Hindi language, WUaS Hindi, Kannada language, WUaS Kannada, Marathi language, WUaS Marathi, at India WUaS, at World University and School, India World University and School, which is a wiki subject page already, only in English so far. And that URL is wiki.worlduniversityandschool.org/wiki/India. And you can go to that same URL with /meditation for another wiki subject at World University and School. And C2, the iterating languages wiki subject page at World University and School, and where World University and School is planning all approximately 448 living languages in India by one count, each a wiki school for open teaching and learning, and for building online community too, among speakers of these languages, and so much more. Check out the iterating MIT OpenCourseWare courses in these subjects. And the wiki subject page for the main wiki subjects is wiki.worlduniversityandschool.org/wiki/subjects with a capital S, where you and people can teach too, and or begin new wiki subjects, planned also as large language models, generative AI, and with the MIT OpenCourseWare courses already in these academic wiki subjects, eventually available for credit for free WUaS degrees. All the best. Namaste. Abolition-ally. Friendly regards, Scott. So agenda item 4 are some questions to the Harvard and MIT professor of genetics, George Church, and professor of genetics at UMass Chan, UMass Medical School at University of Massachusetts, Professor Eleanor Carlson, and also a recent Stanford PhD, Ellie Armstrong, who's becoming a professor at University of California, Riverside in Southern California, and her professor at MIT, at Stanford, sorry, who also is a geneticist. So the agenda item 4A set of tweets reads, with film to 3D apps at the G Street View with Time Slider, Google Cell View, Google Molecule View in Maps, Earth, with TensorFlow AI, with TensorStore and Pegman, how to move into and create avatar agent electronic health records for female snow leopards, which both Ellie Armstrong and her Stanford professor are very knowledgeable about, and are a unique species and would be fascinating to create veterinary electronic health records for each of the individual of those as this, I think it's an endangered species and an elusive species as well, might benefit from conservation efforts that are related. And how to create female, not only snow leopards electronic health records, avatar bot electronic health records, but dogs, mice, and humans avatar agent electronic health records. And to create avatar agent electronic health records with a specific genomics focus, and particularly for aging, reversal, and extreme longevity. And I retweeted a tweet in these regards from George Church with an article about prolactin and regarding female mammals, a long-acting prolactin to combat lactation insufficiency. This archive article is relevant to many of these following tweets, sets of tweets regarding avatar agent electronic health records for females and for aging, reversal, and extreme longevity. So agenda item 4C, set of tweets. New genomics, avatar agent electronic health records, WUaS veterinary 2 for aging, reversal, and extreme longevity. How professors Katie Solare at Stanford, Ellie Armstrong at UC Riverside, Eleanor Carlson at UMass Chan Medical School also, George Church, can World University and School best develop for female snow leopards, dogs, mice, and humans, avatar agents, electronic health records, and with Stanford Medicine, with Harvard Medicine, and UC Riverside Medicine, and UMass Medicine, which is also UMass Chan as a Twitter feed too. And retweeting, again, George Church's a long-acting prolactin to combat lactation insufficiency. Could we begin to create aging, reversal, and extreme longevity drugs that parallel the creation of, I think, this long-acting prolactin, possibly as a molecular substance to combat lactation insufficiency, and have them in avatar agent electronic health records. So agenda item 4D, further, how professors, genetics professors, genomics professors to best develop new genetics avatar agent electronic health records with these medical schools that I just mentioned. And I think Eleanor Carlson has a focus on dogs and mice, and I think George Church at Harvard Medical School also works much with mice, and perhaps with Eleanor Carlson with dogs for aging, reversal genetics and genomics, and extreme longevity genetics and genomics. So agenda item 5, with some fascinating conversations with Google Bard generative conversational AI about consciousness that I've had recently. And there's a blog post from Friday. Fatu is the name of the flower, national flower of Pitcairn Islands, from Friday, December 15th, 2023. I'm curious how to build on Pittsburgh's significant history with MD psychiatric psychoanalysis, and in coding for even free Lacanian MD psychoanalysis opportunities for everyone in all 200 countries and in their main languages, with generative conversational AI especially. And for studying this, and perhaps studying the effects of psychoanalysis on the brain, and in perhaps a Google for Brain Science information technologies infrastructure, with World University and schools related infrastructure as we grow and create our own cloud and infrastructure. So the set of tweets reads, how can World University and School best code for WUaS MD psychiatry, 4 to 5 years Lacanian psychoanalysis, 4 to 5 days per week for an hour psychotherapy versus Freudian psychoanalysis as MD machine learning programs in Google Bard, something like Google Bard, and regarding efficacy. And there's a psychoanalysis wiki subject at World University and School and a psychiatry wiki subject, which is both are planned part of the World University and School medical schools planned in 200 countries and in their main languages. Item 6 regards developing a realistic virtual Earth for history. And in what ways could Google's immersive geospatial challenge winners be significant next steps in developing a realistic virtual Earth for history and a realistic virtual Harbin hot springs for STEM and ethnographic research? So these geospatial challenge winners were just shared in video. I just received a short video of these geospatial challenge winners a couple of days ago. And fascinating work with augmented reality and virtual reality, and historically as well. And I've reached out again to Brown University's Hay and Pembroke libraries about how, so this is item 6B, how could I and others in Brown University best wiki add all their hippie commune photography from the 1960s and 1970s with AI also to Google Street View with Time Slider, and make conversationally interactive and for an iterating realistic virtual Earth for history. And perhaps these Google Geospatial winners will be the folks who build out this infrastructure further with Google Street View in many regards. So I sent an email to the Brown University of Archives on Thursday, I think, and to Peter Norvig, a head of Google AI and Brown alum, and Jennifer Betts, and Raymond Butti, and Andrea, also a Brown University library archivist, and wrote, as a birthday greetings to Peter Norvig, I'm writing to follow up to inquire how developments with building a realistic virtual Earth for history further in something like Google Street View and with our Time Slider. And in this inquiry, as a case example for all of us, Brown Archives, especially with machine learning and AI, being able to research and build out hippie communes around Brown University in the 1960s and 1970s. How is or how might be this project going? About which I at MIT OpenCourseware-centric Wiki World University and School received around 3 Brown University Archives email replies saying I would hear back further after a week, but I didn't hear back from Brown University Archives after the last one of these. They were interested in this project, I think. I had taken some pictures of a particular house around Providence, Rhode Island, close to Brown University at 58 Thayer Street, and was wondering how I and Brown University could do research about this house and about all the hippie houses and hippie communes in and around Providence in the 60s and 70s, and even be able to, in a realistic virtual Earth, perhaps go into such houses in virtual reality. When was this 58 Thayer Street house a hippie commune? In what years between 1960 and 1979, for example? And I also sought to donate 5 pictures that I had taken to Brown University Archives, partly to explore how licensing would work. When, for example, many people might give archival resources to Brown University's libraries. And could these 5 photos that I donated be licensed to Brown with Creative Commons for licensing or Creative Commons licensing? Could they be licensed to World University and School's emerging library resources and libraries? And could they also be licensed to me? So to further examine the question of copyright and Creative Commons licensing and similar. And then I wanted to find out whether Brown University could further to develop the infrastructure for myself and others and Brown libraries to best wiki add all their hippie commune photography from the 60s and 70s and videos and texts and other archival resources to Google Street View with Time Slider. And eventually make this conversationally interactive. For example, pictures of hippies transformed into conversational avatar bots or avatar agents, and for an iterating realistic virtual Earth for history, so that we might be able to talk with individuals again, individual hippies who are living in these houses as large language models, conversational generative AI. Heard back from Jennifer Betts, and we're going to continue this conversation as I'm hopeful that a realistic virtual Earth can continue to grow. I also inquired about Google Street View and Lego Robotics and Peter Norvig's Lego Institute too, who's a Brown alum. And with the Brown University Archives regarding that Lego customer service. I recently learned that we may be able to eventually build Lego robots ourselves to move through Google Street View with the time slider, and also Lego robots physically on the ground, and to possibly take pictures for such an emerging realistic virtual Earth for history in Google Street View with research, for Google in Google Street View research, and see the postscripts. These are exciting possibilities moving ahead for creating a realistic virtual Earth for everything, a realistic virtual Earth for history, a realistic virtual Harbin Hot Springs for ongoing physical, digital, ethnographic, and STEM research, for a second book even, on Harbin Hot Springs as a anthropological field site, as a site also for soaking from our homes, potentially to publish such a second Harbin ethnographic book, which I'm planning. My first book was a Naked Harbin Ethnography, a book about Harbin published by the Academic Press in 2016. And I'm seeking to potentially publish a whole series of books at World University and School from Google Street View with Time Slider, not only to paper, but also to new digital formats, perhaps multimedia rooms as a book, perhaps brainwave headsets, perhaps also digital glasses as a book, as possibly an interactive conversational generative AI book in brand new ways. So to close, agenda item 7, the recording for last Monday, December 11th, 1223, World University and School WUaS News and Question and Answer is up. at the main World University and School YouTube channel today, youtube.com/Scott MacLeod World University, and with some focus on Stanford Law Codex collaborations. So check that out too, that video. Check out the video minutes from Saturday's monthly business meeting, and no monthly business meeting next Monday, which is Christmas, but they'll begin again in the new year on first Mondays, on the Mondays at about 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Check them out. Come and ask your questions. Let students, prospective students, know about them so that they might come and join and matriculate at World University and School. So until the new year, Happy New Year. I'll post the video recording of this not only to the YouTube channel, but also to the two main World University and School Twitters, twitter.com/WORLD, UNIVANDSCH, and twitter.com/WUaS Until next time, Happy New Year. WorldUniversityandSchool.org is our homepage. See you soon.